Man,
Yes.
why is it that 75 to 80% of French national team has players of African origin?
By the way, why is it that in France you can randomly land on an African, married, working, and owning property like a French citizen?
Well, first of all, this is what you have to know. France colonized the following countries. Mauritania, Senegal, French Sudan, which is now Mali, French Guinea, which is now Guinea, Ivory Coast, Upper Volta, which is now Burkina Faso, Dahomey, which is now Benin, and Niger. Yeah.
So, what about it?
This is how it comes. The French used what we call assimilation policy while colonizing these countries.
What is assimilation?
Assimilation is a concept of promoting French culture and custom to colonial subjects so that they can enjoy full rights and duties enjoyed by the French citizens and be legally considered as French.
Is that all?
That is not all. The French wanted to turn African natives into Frenchmen, socially, politically, and economically, and make them equal as Frenchmen.
Do you have evident example on how it helped Africa?
Now, this is an example. Senegal was considered a French province outside France, divided into 4 communes of Dakar, Gori, Rufisque, and St. Louis. You understand? Residents of these 4 communes were granted full French citizenship. They were granted several rights, just like the citizens of French, including employment, rights to vote, and elect a deputy to represent the Senegalese in the French parliament in Paris. Yes.
What about Congo?
Congo was not colonized by France. Congo was colonized by Belgium. And they promoted something called adaptionism or acculturation, something similar to assimilation, though the Belgium were quite brutal.
So, what is acculturation?
Acculturation is a process of incorporating values, beliefs, customs, language, and mannerism of the new country immigrants or subjects. Yes.
So, how does all this affect Africans being in French national team?
Now, this is how it affects. Assimilation and acculturation activities during the colonial era affected Africans in a manner that going to France from that part of Africa, working and settling there was just like being in France. As a result, African ended up intermarrying the French and owning property. Yes. Secondly, later France found herself being accommodative to her former colonies. That's why to date, it is quite easier to migrate to France from that part of Africa as compared to other parts due to family ties and past history and so on. That's why you find many Africans from Francophone West Africa and Francophone Central Africa in France, including the national soccer team. Yes.
So, what is your conclusion?
This is my conclusion. Since we have France meeting Morocco in the World Cup semi-final, Africa has nothing to lose. Because whether France or Morocco, we are all Africans by ethnicity. And may the best team from these 2 go ahead and win the World Cup to make Africa proud. Viva Africa!
Viva Africa!
Viva Africa!
Yes.
This man